When everyone folds, your fork still holds your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules, talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft.
That will look nasty. Okay, so I've cranked the motor until all the pistons were in the middle of the travel, and then added some oil into each cylinder. I want to see over the next week which of them, or all of them, how much of the oil goes past the rings. I think some oil should go past the rings. I don't think they should be 100% tight. You know, somebody tell me in the comments, please. But yeah, the oil looks a bit nasty because I this is my oil can that I use to loosen bolts and nuts, and I added a bit of paint thinner into the oil to try to reduce the viscosity a bit. Obviously the paint thinner and the oil didn't like each other very much. Anyway, see you in a week. So I wanted to drain the water out of the block. I actually got this pepcock open by gripping the vice grips on the head. If I tried to use the little handle, it just bent, but with the vice grips on the head, it actually opened. That one, the moment I tried to turn it, it broke clean off in the radiator. So all the water drained out there. Mission accomplished, I suppose. The radiator is empty, but now I need to send it in to get fixed. Great. Something was clearly dancing around on top of that cylinder head. These scratches were made by me. You can't feel them. That was when I was cleaning. But these you can clearly feel the indentations.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl.
A friend of mine said I need to put a thin layer of oil on the block to preserve the gasket. So I am using probably the wrong oil, but it is what I have. Okay. The instructions said put the gasket on with the writing to the top. There's writing on both sides, so I'm going to take that side. And let's see if everything aligns. There we go. Yay. Okay. En optel alsjeblieft. Okay. That's what I like for.
She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you. Doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. Ha. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country.
The medium hammer made me some lunch. Eggs on bread with mayo and some bacon goulash. Manual says 10 kilogram meter or 90 something 6 Newton meters. Half a turn at a time. I'm just going to turn it quarter turn for now. One. Okay, ja, good, that one, eh?
Ja.
Okay, so like an idiot, when I torqued on the head, I used the same torque wrench to bolt on the rocker arm and stripped 2 of the nuts. Luckily the studs seem fine, but this one, the bolt doesn't want to go on smoothly and I don't want to force it, so I just quickly made a little thread chaser, cut a little groove into the nut there, and I'm gonna just quickly run this over here and hopefully clean up the threads. Click, 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 click.
Are we gonna do that next?
Yeah, so
That's it.
let me bring you guys in here. So this gasket, so the gasket only seals around this nut. It doesn't attempt to seal off the passage, this air passage from the nut. However, the intake has a little dedicated chamber around where the nut goes in. But maybe with age or whatever, this stud is a little bit too, like, there's no space for that little passage, so it doesn't go on. Now the manual says that you should use the washer with the flat surface on these two studs, but all my washers look exactly the same. So all I'm going to do, which is probably the wrong thing, I'm going to take a grinder.
Oh no.
And I am going to just carve out that little section over there so that this will fit over. I don't see any harm in that. It's going to seal around the flat surface of the intake in any way. And then I can bolt that on. It doesn't, Jaco. It's rocking on top of that washer.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Or exhaust stroke.
Stop. Okay, stop. Okay, so this piston is at the top now. I'm going to set the flash on that one now. So don't move it more, Jaco.
But in theory,
Do you want to come see how I do this?
the exhaust or compression should be correct.
So this valve should be closed now, right? So this
or this one.
No, this one, right? So the valve should be completely at the top. You don't want there to be pressure on the spring. That's going to keep the valve slightly open.
Yeah. So the gap.
That's why it needs to have. That's why it needs to have a gap. See, it's completely still.
Not of compression.
Yeah, it wouldn't have had compression because the valve was still open. Yeah.
Maybe this one's supposed to be up and that one's supposed to be down.
This is not cool. It's going a lot more than I thought it would. Just keep going in the same direction you were going, just a little bit more.
Okay.
watch as I relax this. So both of these valves should be closed now, and as I release tension, you can actually see the valve coming up. So that valve would not have been closed right now. It would not have been able to make compression. Still coming up. There we go, it stops. Let's do this one. I'll use my feeler gauge now. There we go, it stops. Okay, there's my feeler gauge. Okay, so
There's a giant hand in the way.
go smoothly. Tighten it until it's tight. Okay. Spin it. That's the question. And will this thing go on without the fight?
There's a gasket lying on the ground.
Okay, put the gasket on, it's fine.
Oh.
That one.
Yeah, it was lying on the ground.
Oh,
I think it just needs a little bit of a tip and a tap.
bring me the rubber mallet, Jappe.
Okay. Collisions.
This
Wait,
one.
this is a different head, so it is different from the original.
Yeah, so it's gonna be slightly, and the pins might be slightly bent, but this one is definitely catching here.
I think here too.
It went past.
Is this like a place made for you to hammer it on?
I doubt it. But that's what I'm using it for now. Okay.
We have decided its purpose.
Yes. Now this gasket must just go in place.
I think it's on backwards.
No, I didn't put it on right.
But I mean it's like this way backwards.
I tried both. This is the best fit.
Ah. This engine is almost fully assembled.
Okay, now let's see if we have the nuts. Okay. So, according to the little cheat sheet I got from a subscriber, I'm supposed to set the valve spacing on cylinder 1 when 4 rocks, on cylinder 4 when 1 rocks, 2 when 3 rocks, and 3 when 2 rocks. So that's what I'll be doing. So I'm going to redo everything I did earlier today, but then at least I know it's right. I do feel a lot looser than they were when I set it initially, so let's do it right. Okay. I might be setting them a little bit too tight, but this feeler gauge is 0.25 mil, and it should be 0.2. So I'm deliberately setting them too tight. I don't know what the difference will be between hot and cold. It should be 0.2 when hot. So I'm going to have to recheck it if and when this motor actually runs. Right now I'm hearing this weird clanking sound when I turn it over by hand, which I really don't like. It's a bit too tight, but too lazy to redo it. How am I supposed to get in there? That's the one I've set. Come on. Yo, this thing is tight. This is not right. such an idiot. I'm not supposed to set these now. Okay, idiot. Yeah, I'll leave that one, I'll come back to it. So cylinder 4 I need to set next when this one rocks. Idiot. Okay. Alright, so this is the oil filter as it came off after I had to put it back on last time. If you can go and watch the other video, the super thick RTV they had on. Mine looks a lot better, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to scrape all of this off. I'm just going to take off the bumps that are there. There is actually a gasket under here as well, paper gasket that I made. Then I'm going to put on another super thin layer of RTV and bolt it back on. Alright, so I cleaned it up as good as I could, and then I applied a super thin, it doesn't look like it, but it's like less than a millimeter thick layer of new RTV on top of it. I'm just going to put it out in the sun, let it tack up for 10-15 minutes and then bolt it on. Alright, so here's the carb that came off of it. I'll put a little clip in the video somewhere about where water came out the top end from the blown head gasket that we replaced. I should be taking this apart and cleaning it properly, but I'm not going to. Just gonna give it a superficial clean with my poor man's carb cleaner and then bolt it on. Okay, so small problem. So Motormasters actually gave me a different head that they had in stock, and the studs are a different length. My manifold, exhaust manifold, doesn't, well, it fits, but the studs aren't long enough to bolt on. Okay, so I've got two nuts on there locking each other, and it does look like it's working. Okay, so I'm going to take out all 8 studs and try to source new ones. If anybody's made it this far, please leave me a comment, and thank you for watching. This has been a long video. I don't know how long it's going to be, probably close to an hour. It's a lot of footage. I lost a lot of footage, unfortunately, but yeah, we are here. I really wanted to start today. It's not going to happen. I can't get these studs out. I've applied copious amounts of heat and penetrating oil now, some Q20. I'm gonna let it sit and cool overnight, and then tomorrow try again. But yeah, it's too much for one video. I'm gonna have to stop it now. Yeah, next objective is to start it.
We've also rigged a water system. That'll be a short video in its own, not like a short, but a short video. I'm gonna push some water in here with the garden hose and out the outlet and catch it and see what comes out. It's going to be a lot of gunk. I want to flush it properly without messing up my radiator, which in any way has got a hole in that I need to fix. Yeah, we're so close, so close, but just not close enough. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate you all really a lot. Please subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one.